Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Ore, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we'll talk about Christian lifestyle, talk about faith, and we'll talk about Christian relationship. So you can call this channel your go-to channel for any of those things that I've just mentioned. If you are yet to subscribe, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like, make sure you leave a comment. I noticed that we have an habit of not leaving a comment here. Please and please leave a comment, and just let someone learn one or two things, myself inclusive. I can also learn from like your comments, and just leave a comment. And yeah, so in today's video you would have seen from the topic we're talking about celibacy and sexual purity. Is there a difference? Can we differentiate sexual purity from celibacy? As a Christian, what is the word we're supposed to use? Should we use celibacy? Should we use sexual purity? What is the term? What should we use as Christians? That's what we're talking about, and that's what we'll be talking about in this video. So going straight to today's video, I would like to first give the difference between celibacy and sexual purity. And just to give you a background reason why I decided to like make this video, it's because nowadays, like with my generation and with like what's going on, you see a lot of people talk about, oh, I'm practicing celibacy, and I thought to myself, should a Christian be practicing celibacy? What I saw in the Bible is being sexually pure, so sexual purity. So what's going on? Is there actually a difference coming? Is it just a change of terms? Is it just a change of terms? Are they actually the same thing? Are we cool to just go with the flow? So that's what I'm covering in today's video. Going straight to the point. So now, what's celibacy actually like? What does it mean? So celibacy in itself means that you are abstaining from sex. You're abstaining from anything sexual. So abstinence, just like to whenever people have like years, they have like time, they have like deadline they give to when they want to end celibacy, right? So it's, some people say, oh, probably when I meet my husband. Some people say probably just this year, I just want to be celibate for this year. That maybe when I meet the right person, or maybe when I don't meet the right person, it's just dependent. Some people would also go further in being some people also go for that practicing celibacy by saying, okay, for celibacy, I would want to, I would want to kiss, I would want to do foreplay, I want to do the rest of things, right? But I'm not just going to have like the act of sex, right? I'm not going to have the penetration, I'm just going to have like kissing in itself, right? I'm going to have like the masturbation and the rest. So any other thing in that bracket that is outside of sex, that is what some other people call celibacy. And now, what is sexual purity? Sexual purity in itself is abstaining from everything sexual. And remember that this is tied to those that are, yeah, you are not married, so the unmarried folks, right? So sexual purity is tied to like I'm going to stick to the Bible standard of being pure. I'm not going to involve in any sexual act, anything. My mind, my mind, at the same time, my thoughts and my sides, everything that involves me thinking, looking, feeling, everything is up, including not doing masturbation, including not doing any acts that involves it. So sexual purity is all of it, abstinence totally, right? And you hear some people saying, oh, sexual purity might also mean that you're actually doing the rest. So you're doing like, you can masturbate, you can kiss, you can do whatever you want to do, but you're not doing the main act, right? Which is actually totally wrong. It's wrong because, and I'm going to state why it's wrong here, because I know I used to be of that opinion. I used to think that way too, right? I used to think that sexual purity is majorly not involving in sex. But so when I say sex, just when it's the word, it's not the word, like the main act, right? And I used to think that way too, and so I got to realize that if the Bible says in Matthew 5:28, and Jesus was saying that if you just look at a woman lustfully, right, you have committed adultery. So same thing if you look at a woman who is not married and you are not married either, lustfully, you've committed fornication. So if by just looking you can actually commit, it means that, and fornication and adultery are all like sexual acts. We both, everybody, every one of us are on that page that they are all like sexual acts, right? So if by just looking, and if by just looking at somebody lustfully, you are committing a sexual sin, adultery, fornication. Now imagine that You are kissing, which is part of your body parts, it's part of your body, or except you want to bring it out of your body. You are kissing, you are doing the rest of it, but you're not doing the main act. And we want to argue that that is not a sexual activity, that is not sexual immorality, because we're not doing the main act. Another point I would drive into this is, or used to argue the fact that it's all being sexually involved. It's all sexual activity. I don't use grammar to scatter everywhere. It's all sexual activity, right? So the Bible says you should offer ourselves as living sacrifices, our bodies as living sacrifices. And our bodies, we can't take out the fact, except you don't want to call some certain things your body, right? Our eyes is our body, our nose is our body, our mouth is our body, our lips, our hands. Everything that involves us is our body, except you want to take that out. So if you are offering yourself as a living sacrifice, you're not taking out the fact that your mouth is part of your body, meaning your mouth can also be involved in sexual acts. Your mouth kissing can also be a part of sexual immorality. So putting every part of your body as a living sacrifice, which I like to see as the biggest sacrifice, right? There are different sacrifices. There are different sacrifices you can. God, goodness, I need to be serious. There are different sacrifices you can offer to God, right? And I like to see this offering yourself as the biggest sacrifice you can give to God. And why would I say that? Because if you're offering yourself, you're offering your bodies, it means that you'll be able to offer your time, be able to offer your talents, be able to offer your worship, your praise, because it's all part of your body. It's all done through your body, right? So if you're offering yourself as a living sacrifice to God, any activity that involves your body is a sexual act, period. And that's on period, right? Any activity that involves your body is a sexual act. So we can take out this other fact, okay? And so now, going back to the main point, should we as Christians say celibacy? Should we as Christians argue that I just want to be celibate? Is celibacy the right word for Christians? No, it's not. Christians should not use celibacy, because celibacy is you saying, I'm doing this for a certain period and I can involve myself in other things. And it's not just the word, it's not just the right term. It's just sometimes I feel like we use this just to feel as part of a generation, as part of, being in vogue. Is that the word? Yeah, it's being like we are trendy. And remember that we are not of this world, we are just in this world, right? So if we now want to take away the fact that the Bible said the main term for being sexually pure is sexually pure, we can't take out that fact. It's not you being celibate. It's not you being um um it's not you being celibate, because celibacy is not the right term to use. It's not the right term. Celibacy contains a whole lot of things, and sometimes because we feel like, what would people say if I say I'm practicing sexual purity? They'll be looking at me like a sister. They'll be looking at me like a brother. They'll be looking at me like, they don't even know what is going on. Like, what's wrong with you? And the truth is, if you begin to look at what people would say, it's just going to really affect you. The Bible, and I like to say that when people hate you, you should give glory to God. You should thank God that at least they hate me for the right thing. They hate me for doing the right thing. And Bible already said it, that Jesus said that they hated me before you. I was hated. So if we say we want to be like Christ, why have we run away from being disliked? Why have we run away from being right? Why are we running away from saying the right thing, from using the right words? Because some of us can't even say it outside that, oh, okay, this is the right thing to do. You shouldn't be doing this. Because you're like, these people will not like me, they will not want to talk to me. I still don't know why we think we feel somehow when we are not liked by people, because it says in John 15:18 that if the word hates you, right? Remember that it hated me first. Like, I was hated by the word. Like, they didn't like me. They didn't like me. I remember that it's not just you, it's me as well. So if you are following me, right? If you are following Jesus, and we are seeing Jesus as the pattern man, why are we picking only the part of being loved? We don't want the part of being disliked by anybody. We don't want the part of the other part that is not juicy. We just want like the clean and the sweet parts, right? We just want the clean and the sweet parts. We just want the part that it's all good. And it's just amazing, because you would be in a gathering and they're like, oh, so it's like, oh, I'm practicing celibacy. And we just like, oh, I'm practicing celibacy. And I'm like, how? Where? How? Like, How? When did we get there? How did we get there? If you're saying you are practicing celibacy on the basis of, okay, I don't want to use the term sexual purity because I know I'm not really following it, right? I'm more doing what that the Bible says that sexual purity is, right? And I just want to use the term celibacy. But the understanding that, okay, I'm doing it, I'm saying it because I know I'm not following it, then that's fine. That's fine. It's wrong, but that's fine. If you know that that's the reason you are saying it, you're saying this because, of course, I know I'm not practicing all of it. I'm still doing the beat and the beat, right? I'm still doing the beat and the beat, but I just want to use the term celibacy. Then that's the difference. You know that you're saying that's because you're not really following all that the Bible says that sexual purity is. But if you are actually, and you want to, follow that path, there is actually a difference. Just use the word the way the word is used. Sexual purity, be pure, be pure. Present your body, let your body be pure. Everything that has to do with your body. Only if you want to classify some things out of your body, then that's on you. You can bring out that part. But it's still your body. Every humankind will see you and say this is part of your body. In fact, this is also to say that if you are practicing like sexual purity in a way that you already know that it's not, right? I really hope that this video is also able to help you and shed a bit of light to it, like shed a bit of light to help you see the reason why it's good to, make sure that everything you are doing is complete obedience, not partial obedience, right? They say it's full obedience or nothing, like full obedience or nothing. Next is be full obedience. There is no, I want to please myself a bit and not please myself a bit. I think it was Pastor Kingsley and his wife that was listening to and was like, the truth about this thing that we're always eager to do, all these things we're always eager to do is that very soon, as a single person, of course, there is that urge. You have that urge. Everybody's like blood is flowing through our veins and all. You have that urge. Even Christians, you have that urge, right? And the truth about it is that when you are a single person, Satan is trying to constantly make you feel, oh, there is a, like, you have to do this thing, you have to do this thing, you have to do this thing. And then you get married and you just see people, and then you hear married people saying they don't enjoy sex, they don't enjoy these things, they don't enjoy with their partner, they want something else, they want something else, they want something else. And it's like you're single, and the devil is constantly reminding you, putting the urge for you to, commit this sexual sin. And you get married and you are not even enjoying this thing, or it's using this as an opportunity to drift you guys. So isn't this as an opportunity to drift you guys? Isn't it to, cause separation, cause problems in marriage? And if you look at it, right, if you look at it, this thing that we single people, the thing that is gingering and causing issues, you'll see it in a way that is actually interesting, right? It's actually interesting to see that sexual purity is actually for our own benefits. It's actually for our own. It's not for God. I like to say that everything in the Bible, everything that the Bible puts, right? Everything in the Bible is for our benefits. It's for our benefits. Because you can imagine you're not practicing sexual purity and probably you've kissed one person, you've done what on some other things on that person, you've not done the main deal of, the main thing, but you've done kissing, and then you get married to someone. You didn't marry the person that you kissed the first time, you didn't marry the person that you kissed the second time, you didn't marry the person you kissed the third time, and then you get married to your husband or you get married to your wife, and you start saying, this my wife cannot kiss very well, or this my wife cannot kiss very well, because there is something to compare it to. If you were just with the mindset of I want to be pure, there is no one to compare anything with. Whether your wife is kissing well or she's not kissing well, you don't even know. So it is compared to what when people start having these issues. Compared to what? Compared to someone I've seen, compared to something I've heard, compared to something I've done. So this thing is actually for our benefits, all for our benefits, all for our benefits. One is to save your marriage, save you from comparing, save you from thinking there is a problem already. It's just going to save you from a whole lot of things, right? So I believe, I hope, I pray that I've been able to convince you and not confuse you. It feels like I'm doing a debate. Oh goodness. So yes, I hope that you've been able to see and get a proper. It might not be a full understanding, right? But at least a picture of the difference between celibacy and sexual purity and why we should, be sexually pure. Now we've officially come to the end of today's video, and please remember to share this video anyone you think it will benefit from this, and remember to like, and remember to leave a comment, and please please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching my video. See you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.